And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jose Calderon. Foy, the pass to Gallinari. Puts it up from 12. That one wide left.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
And again, Denver no good. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Knicks trail by 3. Larkin, the pass to the captain. They set the pick. Here's the teardrop, and that one's good. The captain's got 14.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
The dish to Harris. Out to the right wing. Mozgov kicks to Gallinari. The 15-footer, and good on the basket. Book it. Gallinari's got his first points in this one. Here's Larkin. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's the captain, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for the captain. He's already up to 14 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Randy Foy is on the way. They set the pick. Deflects the pass.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Gary Harris. How this year is going for him. He's putting up 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Here's Mozgov. Finished off the break. Mozgov's got his first 2 points of the night.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range.
The Knicks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And New York, looking at who they've got, Melo and Bargnani at the 3 and 4. Calderon at the 1, Hardaway Jr. at the 2. And it's the captain in at the 5 spot. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hey, guys. The captain in their last game against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He finished with 60 points, and as usual, he was found patrolling the defensive end of the court, knocking back shots with great regularity. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
And let's just say he was really good.
And for those...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Screen by Fareed. Down low. It's tipped. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Second in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in scoring. And they also show up top 5 in team field goal percentage. That's excellent. Actually, that's elite level.
And Clark, you know, when you commit so few turnovers, it's key because you become a much better offensive team. You're constantly getting looks at the basket, and your defense isn't vulnerable either because you're able to get back in transition so much easier. That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Bargnani inside. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Here's Gallinari. True on the 14-footer.
Mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Deep two from Anthony. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Hickson kicks to Gallinari. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Got it. Nice one there from the captain. The captain's got 6 here in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Nuggets call timeout.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's a Afflalo, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Seems to have lost his touch this quarter, guys. 1 field goal in 5 attempts.
Calderon passes to the captain. Bargnani inside. No luck, and it's Denver the other way.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
No good from the captain. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Lawson is doubled. He kicks it to Gallinari. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group, the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA the last 10 games. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
Well, there are some things he does very well on the perimeter, but in the paint, his rebounding is as impressive as anything else he does.
Yeah, there's a lot in this package. He does a lot of things. He gives you a little bit of everything, but it's his work on the glass, on the boards, his ability to battle down low. That's where he blows the league's other small forwards away.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Afflalo outside. Pass to Lawson. Hickson kicks to Gallinari. That one rolling around and rims out. The Knicks with the lead. Here's the captain, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across. Well, simplest put, Lawson's been great. He has 9 points and 3 assists.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Here's the captain. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at San Antonio, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Nuggets. They have a lot of ground to make up.
You know, right now for the Nuggets, they've experienced a sort of worst-case scenario season. Nothing has worked out for them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Clark. I mean, the expectations were definitely higher than where they are right now. And given what we thought they had talent-wise, it's kind of hard to believe they are where they are right now.
For Denver, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. That's good from Ty Lawson. Ty Lawson hits them both. Calderon with it. Averaging 6 points per contest. Passes it to Hardaway. Here's the captain. Anthony on the wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Anthony's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they're knocking a lot of those shots down.
Goes up.
Unbelievable.
How did he do that?
The spinorama, kind of like he was in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
Yeah, I like the nickname, Clark. You may be onto something with that one.
Offensive rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's the captain, Dixon covering. Back to Calderon. And there's the pass to the captain. Anthony with the screen on Hickson. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slant.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Nurkic checked in for Hickson. Harris comes in for Fareed, and it's Foy in for Aaron Aflalo. Smith checked in for New York.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Knicks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Mozgov, he's checked in for Ty Lawson. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play. That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Calderon passes to the captain.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Cloud.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And he gets the bucket. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Dishes it to Foy. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Denver.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Larkin, the pass to the captain.
Oh, look out. Wow.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
Man, they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish.
And here's Foy. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Larkin, the pass to the captain. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
That's the way to shoot the rock.